coming. Wow.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me. I'm one of a kind, there ain't no one like me.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm DeadlyPsyko and welcome back to another Blackout video. Today we're going to be talking about some things that I think they should improve on in Blackout to make it an even better game for release. So the reason I'm doing this is to put my ideas out there, and hopefully somebody from the developers team or Treyarch or anything like that sees this video and thinks that something is awesome and they end up putting it into the game or implementing it into the game. If not, it's cool, but hopefully I'll generate some conversation about these things and we can actually get a better game out of it. Before I get started, I want you guys to know that this is going to be a critical review of the Blackout Beta, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I hate the game or I'm just bashing on it. I actually love the game. It's pretty ridiculously fun. So I'm gonna be enjoying a lot of Blackout whenever it comes out. But without further ado, the looting in Blackout is absolutely atrocious in my opinion. I think it could be a lot better and a lot smoother. So if they could come up with a way to make things better in the looting aspect, that would make it so much better. I already noticed that they made it faster to pick up things off the ground, but sometimes whenever you're looting a crate or a war bag, it sometimes starts getting glitched out and you can't scroll left or right. Also, I think that it would be very beneficial if you could scroll to the left immediately after opening the thing. So if you just want the ammo or the things at the end, you'll be able to scroll left and get those items instead of having to scroll all the way to the right, risking getting glitched out and not getting to those items. Or it could be just a critical situation where you need ammo to replenish and reload your weapon so that you can kill other enemies. So I think the looting system could be a lot better. So one thing I did notice is that if you're looting the same war bag or crate with a teammate, it'll start doing this glitchy thing where it doesn't let you move left or right very easily, or it stops, or whatever the case. Maybe they could look into that and actually fix that. Something else that I really think would be beneficial for Blackout is if they made it to where you could pick up 5 bandages at a time instead of just one single bandage each time. I think it's really tedious to be picking up bandages one at a time, especially when that's all you're finding on the ground rather than a weapon. Graphics seem to have regressed in Blackout, and I believe I know why. I think because of the sheer massive amount of data that has to be loaded in each game, they decrease the amount of graphic fidelity just to be able to load everything faster, and I think that's awesome. And the PlayStation 4, I believe, has better graphics than the regular PlayStation 4, so if you do want better graphics, get a PlayStation 4 Pro. But for those of us that don't want to spend the extra money just for better graphics in Blackout, it is harder to pinpoint those enemies. So if they could make things clearer, make things a little bit better, just a little bit, I don't know how they're gonna actually have to do it, but if they could make it so that I'm not at a disadvantage playing on a regular PlayStation as opposed to somebody playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro, that would make it amazing to me. And crossplay would be amazing as well, just like Fortnite, but that's not absolutely necessary at this point, but it would be a nice addition to Blackout. Something else that I wish a lot of team games would have, kind of like Fortnite, is a ready up system in the lobby. So Fortnite has this method where each person has to ready up before you can start the game, and then you get into the game and start. So not a lot of people are going to be AFK when you play the game because there was the ready up system and they had to ready up, and you're not cutting somebody off from something that they were doing in their little menu and everybody's happy. So I wish games like Rocket League and Blackout all have a ready up system like this. Something else that's a really huge deal in Blackout is footsteps. So enemy footsteps are absolutely ridiculously low, and I can't hear them and I can't even pinpoint them half the time. So this is ridiculous to me, especially because my teammates' footsteps are loud as shit. I can't even freaking believe that it's possible to hear your teammate walking around behind you and you can't even hear a freaking enemy team running around in the distance, like not even a house down. It's just ridiculous to me that my teammate right next to me is crouch walking and he scares the fuck out of me just because I hear his footsteps, or I hear him like right outside. I'm like, oh shit, there's somebody nearby, and that's ridiculous. I think they should fix this, and I believe they actually said that they were going to be working on some fixes for this. So I'm actually really excited to see that when the game comes out. It would also be really cool to see different random melee weapons scattered around the map that you can pick up and beat somebody to death with if you didn't get a weapon, or if you just want to troll somebody and kill them, because really it's stupid hard to kill somebody with your fists, especially with like all the health and items and armor and stuff that people have. So a melee weapon would probably cut that in half at least. So a lot of the times when I'm playing with my team, they'll choose a spot and then they'll jump, and I won't even know that they jumped yet. So I'm here waiting in the friggin' helicopter, and then I jump, and then I get there way later because they jumped earlier. And I don't know if it's just because I wasn't paying attention or they didn't say anything, but I feel like if there was a sound effect or maybe a notification from when each teammate deploys, then you'll be able to deploy with them and you'll land together more effectively. That's just my personal preference, but let me know what you guys think about that one. So I'm sure all of us know that the ladder system in Blackout was absolutely atrocious, and not even just climbing up. Like, climbing up was fine. Climbing down the damn ladders was freaking insanely stupid. Like, I couldn't even figure it out. Like, I pride myself in being able to figure out how to climb down ladders. Let me tell you right now, I pride myself on that shit, you know what I'm saying? But what the fuck, Blackout? What the fuck, man? How the fuck do you climb down ladders? Please upload a goddamn tutorial video on Call of Duty's YouTube channel, please. Like, for the love of fuck. Anyway, fix that, please. So this next one is vehicle damage on teammates, and I feel like vehicles should do a lot of damage on enemies, but on teammates, maybe, I don't know, because it seems like it opens up a lot of possibilities for people to just troll their teammates and just absolutely freaking wreck their own teammates, and that seems like it's gonna be a problem to me, but we'll have to see. It wasn't a problem in the beta because I guess everybody was respectful and I actually played with a lot of really cool people in the beta, so I don't know how that's gonna work in the public release, so we'll have to see about that. But this next one, moving vehicle damage while exiting. So if you exit a vehicle while it's moving, you're gonna take a shitload of damage, and I feel like this should be reduced by, I don't know, 50%, because it's already like you're almost gonna die if you jump out of a vehicle that was moving 5 miles an hour. Like, what the fuck, man? Maybe it just needs to be nerfed a little bit, but it just seems dumb to me. I think there at least should be a safe zone where if you're moving at, let's say, 10 miles per hour and you jump out, you don't take that much damage, or damage at all for that matter. But anything above that, you start taking massive amounts of damage for each mile per hour faster that you're going. So maybe that'll be a better way to handle that. Downed players die way too fast in Blackout, and I think it takes like 1 bullet after the iframe for them to die, and I think it's 1 punch to the face to kill them while they're down as well. So they are very weak, but they bleed out very quickly as well. I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but sometimes they take a long time to bleed out, sometimes they take a very short amount of time to bleed out. But I think they should be able to last just a little bit longer so that your teammates can actually kill the other team and then save you, instead of having to choose whether or not to save you or kill the other team, and taking a risk in saving you could either help the team win or end up making you all die very fast. So I don't know how that's gonna be playing out, but I hope they make it just a little bit longer for those down players to survive, just so your teammates can actually have a chance to kill the other team and then save you, or at least find a way to save you. Maybe not actually change the fact that it takes 1 bullet or 1 punch to the face to kill them, because that, whatever, you're shooting at somebody, they should die, or you punch them in the face while they're freaking down. Like, yeah, okay, maybe 2 punches for that, but I don't know. Or they could probably add a perk called Blood Clot so that you can actually take a lot longer to bleed out when you're downed. That might also be another way that they can actually go around this. Something else that I noticed in Blackout is that there's a hard menu and a quick menu. So the quick menu, you can quick equip different items and healing items and stuff like that, and you'll be able to do different little things very quickly. And then there's the hard menu where you can actually equip some attachments to your weapon, drop weapons, drop equipment, you know, stuff like that. I think it would be a lot more beneficial to the game if you could could drop items or split items from the quick menu. So if you wanted to drop bandages for your teammate, all you had to do is press up on the D-pad, go to your bandages, and press triangle to drop like half of them. Or if you want to drop ammo from there as well, I think these things would be amazing to have in the quick menu. And the last complaint I have is the Outlander perk. I think this perk is stupid, and I don't want to have it in the game because it opens up a lot of opportunities for people to storm camp and then just come out of nowhere when you're not even expecting them to be there. I don't think this should be the way that the game is played, especially in a battle royale game where you're not supposed to be able to be in the storm or the Nova gas or whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around this long. I know it was a 10-minute video, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below what other ideas you have for Blackout to improve the game. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Done.
So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make it back. Yeah. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm back. No, I'm never slowing down, 'cause we're